Hello and welcome to Uncapped, where we lift the lid on natural and low-tox lifestyles using essential oils. I am your host, Jess Raitt. Each month, I'll be inviting some thought-provoking and inspiring leaders to come and sit on the couch with me, get comfortable, and share their real and sometimes raw journeys with essential oils. There's no showbiz glitter here, just humble and meaningful stories shared over a cup of herbal tea with a drop or two of essential oils. I have the absolute pleasure of introducing a truly remarkable woman today, the ever-inspiring Sara Gordon. Sara wears many hats. She's mama of 3 beautiful children, qualified social worker and social influencer, as well as entrepreneur of her remarkable and absolutely authentic business, Mama Revolution. Sara's mission is to create conscious and empowered communities to reduce the toxic burden in their lives. She is the epitome of keeping it real, a beautiful soul inside and out. I am absolutely thrilled to introduce Sara Gordon. Hi, Sara.
Hi, Jess. How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Oh my goodness, I'm good, but I flew in from Queensland last night, as you know, and the flight actually ended up super delayed, so I didn't get into Melbourne last night till the middle of the night. Got to the hotel. I think I got into bed at like 2 a.m. And however, what was really funny is I was laughing with my husband this morning before I came here because I actually got more sleep last night from 2 a.m. to 7. Even with that little bit of a delay than I'd normally get at home with the kiddies. So a little bit tired, but I'm here, ready to go.
Showing
Super excited. I know, right? That's the name of the game, isn't
Absolutely.
it? Yep.
You are such a remarkable woman.
Oh, thank you. Honestly, it's so it blows my mind. I feel so grateful to be here. It's incredible.
We are thrilled to have you.
Thank you.
You are such an inspiration on social media. I adore watching how you juggle it all.
Yeah.
You are the empoweress of your community, Mama Revolution.
Wow.
You manage 3 kids and you make it look so easy.
Oh, it is. I assure you it's not, but hey, we're here.
So I think the burning question that we all want to know,
Yeah.
how did you reach this point in your life? Who is Sara?
Who is Sara? Okay. Well, you know, what's really interesting about this question is I think because I am on social media, I obviously share a lot. And I think a lot of people would assume they know a lot about me. But I think when I reflect on this now, what I think is really interesting is that what most people probably don't know is the years and years I actually spent working in the public sort of health sector. And so for me, I did a double degree in social work and human services. And really funnily, actually, I started a couple of degrees before that one. Tried my hand at law, tried my hand at business management, but I went into both of those things because I was thinking I got to kind of help people. And when I realized it was heaps of theory, I was not interested. So I fell into social work and I loved that because immediately I was hands-on advocating, getting to learn about people. And so from there I moved into 2 roles which I loved, which were I did some work with Starlight Children's Foundation, so across Royal Children's Hospital and Monash Medical Centre, and I got to be a Captain Starlight, so that was incredible. I was Captain Sparkles. I got to choose that name, which was fun, and so I worked with the really obviously vulnerable sick kids there, and it was incredible privilege of a role. And from there I moved into child protection work, and so I did child protection work for 3 to 4 years, working with incredibly high risk and vulnerable children and families, and it changed my life, honestly. That work is, I don't even know where to start with that work, but it's both so powerful and so inspirational, but obviously it is incredibly difficult, but it is like that real core advocate work that I think is truly part of who I am. And so from there, I moved into motherhood, and I don't think I could have ever prepared for how that would change my life. Honestly, I totally get it. Sounds like cliche. People talk about, having babies changed my life, but far out. I've never felt more fierce in my life than when I first had my baby in my arms, and I was like, wow, I carried that like advocate into, I guess, that advocate nature into motherhood and going, I have to protect you. Yeah. I am I'm your advocate, and I think it wasn't far from having my first baby that Mama Revolution was born, and I just found a different way to advocate.
Because your lens shifts, right, from pre-children, where we focus on ourselves as a priority, looking after ourselves as number one. But when you have kids, it's like that moment, it shifts.
There is literally nothing that can prepare you for that feeling. It is just unbelievable. And for me, it was a really big learning curve to even manage that, those feelings and that like desire to be, make sure my baby was protected. And, for me, when I started moving into that space of wanting to know what was in my home, what was around my baby, Mama Revolution was born and I never stopped.
So your business, Mama Revolution, is literally changing the way that people look at healthy living. And I know from my perspective, I have 2 little bubbies under the age of 4, just like you.
Yeah, they're very cute.
Close in age. But it can be somewhat daunting to look at low-tox living and work out, how do I ditch and switch? Where do I even start on this path of natural low-tox, reducing the toxic burden? Where does Sara Gordon begin?
Yeah, so it's really interesting to me because it is something that's super common, I think, because the low-tox home area is so massive. And people can kind of get into that space and they think, well, I have to switch everything, ditch everything, do it all at once. And for me, one of the first questions I really ask people who kind of come to me to have a chat about this is, why? Like, what is the area and why do you want to shift? Like, so beginning to kind of acknowledge your why and what you want to shift really pulls things in and gives you that really simple place to start. So for me, it might be that you're looking at changing your green cleaning. You might want to get rid of those toxins with green cleaning. Or it might be that you're pregnant and you're about to have a little baby and you're kind of like, you know what? I want to know what's in my products. I want to know what's going to go on my baby. It might be that people in your home are struggling to sleep. Everyone's kind of why is different. And I think when we can really connect to that why, we strip that overwhelm out and we can just kind of start there. And so for me, my why was absolutely, undoubtedly my little boy, my first baby, Teo. I remember the first time that I read some ingredients on a multi-purpose spray that I was using in my home, and my poor husband, because I was like, Chris, look what is in this spray. Like, I've been spraying this on Teo's high chair. Like, he's eating off this high chair. And for me, that became my immediate why. Like, it was enough for me to kind of spring into action and go, okay, I want to shift now. And I didn't get overwhelmed, I think, at that point, because I was like, this is in front of me. I'm going to swap this. So my first swap was multi-purpose spray, and it was so amazing because it was so simple. And that's the thing about dōTERRA as well. When you do start with dōTERRA, you don't start solo. You have this community that wraps around you and they help you kind of shift and make these changes. So I remember learning how to make that multi-purpose spray. I had a little bit of vinegar, a little bit of cool boiled water, my 20 drops of lemon essential oil. And I laugh now thinking about it because I didn't realize at the time that I'd end up using lemon for literally everything in my home, but well, it's actually wild. And then I had this multi-purpose spray. It had 3 ingredients in it and it was safe in my home. And it was like this weird healthy addiction at that point, because I was like, well, if I can make this and I never have to buy it again, then what else can I do? So my advice for like everybody when they're thinking about where to start is just pull back the overwhelm and honestly be okay with kind of going one step at a time. We don't have to be perfect.
Totally.
Yeah.
Because it's low tox.
That's it.
Not no tox.
You are never going to get your home or your world to a space where it is no tox. It's just not possible. And I think we really need to be aware that we are the gatekeepers of our home, and we can really do so incredible in our home and shift so much so that when we are out in the world, you know what? Sometimes you just have to kind of let that be, and we need to focus on our homes, and that's really important.
Absolutely.
Yep.
And it does feel empowering. I know for my home, when we started to do that ditch and switch, you start to feel proud when you get to reduce the fragrances that are sitting in the laundry, for example, or that spray and wipe like you mentioned. knowing that you're spraying natural plants on the benches and the surfaces rather than those toxic chemicals.
Yep.
I feel proud to walk into my home now knowing that I'm providing a safe home for my kids.
It is absolutely, it is part of the name, but it's truly a bit of a revolution because you feel, you've got that power in your home and then you've got a little bit of control. And also, I don't know about you, but I haven't been down the cleaning aisle in years. Like for me now, I don't need to, and I walk past it and that smell almost instantly gives me a headache. And I realize I've been able to remove so much of those kind of toxic fragrances and ingredients from my home that now my body responds to them differently, which is incredible. Even my 7-year-old now, Teo, he's 7. He walks past and he's like, "Mum, that smells. What's that?" And I'm like, I feel a little bit proud because I'm like, wow, like that's not your normal. And I think it can be hard to kind of shift away from that normal, but it's incredible when you're, 6 to 12 months in and you go swap by swap by swap. You just, again, don't let it overwhelm you. Just do what you can one by one.
Absolutely.
Yep.
And kiss. Keep it simple.
That's it. Yes, so true. Honestly, it's the most overcomplicated space. And I think, again, because it's big, low-tox can be everything from your laundry to, you can do low-tox gardening, you can do low-tox skincare. It's huge, but really that focus on your everyday products, the things you use the most, one by one, and it's life-changing.
So you mentioned before that lemon is so versatile. You may or may not have picked up that I've popped some lemon essential oil in your tea.
I did pick up actually because I actually nearly have this every single day in my tea. So I was like,
I love it.
Yeah, it's just that little bit. I like things that little bit fresher, and it really does. It makes a bit of an impact in your tea, doesn't it?
Totally. So I've got a little bit of chamomile.
Oh, amazing.
With some lemon too.
Yep,
So you've got that citrusy aroma,
mm-hmm.
then you've also got that calming element.
Yeah, beautiful. Calm and focused, Jess.
Beautiful.
Yes.
So I am keen to know what you love the most about dōTERRA's lemon essential oil.
Oh, Jess, actually, this is I could talk about lemon all day. I think I've already said that, but it's really interesting because dōTERRA's lemon essential oil is actually so versatile. It has so many uses in our homes, actually both practically, so body, but also and mind. It's really interesting when you kind of break down all the things that you can do with lemon essential oil. And I think something that a lot of people don't know is that traditionally it's been used in aromatherapy to support many areas of health. Think like blood circulation, digestive health, immune health, even cognition, actually, now I think about it. It is really one of those oils. I think if you're looking for that all-rounder in our home, it's really hard to go past it because it just has so many uses.
Doesn't it?
Yeah, it's incredible.
The one oil that I think needs to be in everyone's toolkit.
Oh, 1,000%. It really does. And I think when I reflect on kind of maybe my top favorite benefits so far, if I had to kind of think through some things, I think a lesser known benefit of lemon essential oil is that it's actually packed full of natural antioxidants. And so Jess, you're in the low-tox community too. We kind of hear that word antioxidants banded around a little bit in this kind of space. But really in a nutshell, what that means is that antioxidants help protect our body from free radical damage. And so we don't want those free radicals building up. But what's really powerful about lemon essential oil is that it's packed full of those natural antioxidants, which is why, each morning I love to have my kind of tea or warm water, and then I pop my drop of lemon essential oil in there, and it's that, really powerful way to kind of start my day, support my body. And actually, while I'm here, now I think of it, something that's really incredible about lemon as well is at the same time you've got those natural antioxidants, you have a really powerful digestive support, which is super supportive for our gut health as well. So you really can't lose.
So do you do this in the mornings before you have breakfast?
Yes. Yep. So it's that, that magic time. You've got kids and they're all asleep.
Before the sun has risen.
That's exactly right. And, I just have my nice, it's always warm water as well. And I actually prefer to use lemon essential oil in my water as opposed to raw lemon. It's just a little bit less acidic and better for our teeth enamel as well. Yeah. So I that quiet time for me. And I just find it's a really powerful way to start my day.
That's gorgeous.
Yeah.
And I like doing it at the end of the day as well for that antioxidant value in my skincare as well, because it can cause that UV sensitivities. You want to really avoid topically applying lemon, throughout the day.
Yeah, absolutely.
But at night time, when you're safe inside your bed and the four walls around you, it's a beautiful way to support your skin health.
Yeah, absolutely. You just reminded me. So something a lot of people don't realize about lemon as well is that it has been used in traditional aromatherapy to help with things like promoting blood circulation.
Isn't that amazing?
It is seriously incredible. So it's one of those essential oils as well that you could obviously reap that double benefit from. So you're getting that relief from pain, but also that circulation to the areas you might need it. And also, I'm thinking on it as well, you can actually pop a few drops of it onto your dry brush. And because you're getting those those circulation benefits, it's really incredible for things like varicose veins.
I love dry brushing.
Oh, how it just makes you feel like you've got your life together, actually.
Absolutely. It's a little bit of self-care in the morning when you can shut the door and the kids haven't found you yet.
Yep.
And you can just do a little 2 minutes of self-care.
Yeah.
I like to move in upwards motions towards my heart.
And you get that, absolutely. And it's kind of that feeling of not being stagnant, I think, as well. That flow, that motion going into your day, looking after yourself. It's really beautiful.
It's a really nice way to start the day.
Yep.
Lemon essential oil all the way.
Yes.
So what else do you like to use lemon essential oil for?
So lemon essential oil actually uses the benefits of traditional aromatherapy to relieve aches and pains and actually mild osteoarthritis, which is incredible.
Yeah, absolutely. I was surprised when I read that.
Yeah, it is, I think, a lesser known benefit, but it is pretty powerful when it comes to lemon essential oil.
So how would you use that in that instance?
So for me, it's actually, again, it's that simple wellness, isn't it? So, you just get a little bit of your lemon essential oil in your hands, and I would just mix it with a little bit of a carrier oil and then just rub it into those niggly areas and then see how you feel.
Beautiful. Yeah. And I love using lemon essential oil in massage as well. Do you like to do that?
Yeah, it's incredible. And I think a lot of people don't think to use it because it is that bit of a fresher, maybe more home associated oil for different things, but in massage it is really powerful.
So relieve the aches and pains, but also help to stimulate.
Oh yes, actually another benefit I don't think I could miss, or benefits I should say, with lemon essential oil, and probably some of my favorite and most used, are its practical swaps in our home for things like green cleaning and our first aid kit. So I don't know if you know, Jess, but lemon essential oil has been traditionally used to naturally clean cuts and grazes. Mm-hmm. Yeah, and so I know you're a mum of two little kids as well, but I've got Teo, so he is at school and he is always falling down, bumping himself, grazing himself, and it's one of those things where I get to feel really happy and confident that I can kind of go to my first aid kit and use something natural instead of, something synthetic.
Yes.
And it's really, again, that simple use. So for me, I just have a little spray bottle. I fill it with carrier oil and I pop a couple of drops of lemon essential oil in that. And then you can just spray it onto the graze and then you've got that natural solution for your home.
I just love this versatility of lemon. And no, we're drinking it with our tea. But what can it do for us internally?
Well, do you know what? Again, I think lemon is it's one of those oils, again, that people just don't realize the things that it has been used for or it can be used for. So another really cool benefit of lemon essential oil is its traditional use to enhance our immune system. And so for me, we can actually harness the benefits of aromatherapy and using it to enhance that immune system by using lemon essential oil. It's a good one to grab when you're feeling just a bit yuck. Mm-hmm. You might be coming down with something and you're like, okay, I need to step into action. I don't know about you, but we use the old lemon essential oil in the tea, mix it in with a little bit of honey, and it's one of those toolbox tricks in my home that just support my family. And again, using that benefit of lemon essential oil.
Beautiful. And the kids love it too because there's a little bit of sweetness with the honey.
Yep.
And then they're getting the benefits of that lemon.
Yeah, and that's it. And so when I use it in honey as well, a good little tip for people to realize is it's really good to pop the lemon essential oil onto your teaspoon with the honey and and then mix the honey and the lemon in together to make sure it's, beautifully through your tea and it doesn't sit on the top of the water.
It is such a good idea, because a lot of people ask about why we use carrier oils with essential oils. So like you mentioned earlier, when you're doing that massage, you would have to combine it with a carrier oil.
Absolutely. Yeah. And so when you mix it in with the honey, when you're using it in that way, it just kind of disperses it through the water, and then it's safe for your kiddos and safe for us. So I think probably might be close to my final favorite benefits of lemon essential oil is its beautiful benefits for mood balancing and sharpening that focus, and actually also relieve symptoms of stress. So I like to use that in my home, again, that simple wellness, really, really easy. I don't know if you do this too, Jess, but just, you pop that. Well, let's try. There we go. One little drop. I always put the lid back on because
you have kids.
That's it. You just never know, right?
Totally.
A little bit of a rub. Be careful not to put it over your eyes, and just pop it over your nose. That big, long, deep breath. And it is so incredible to just kind of balance, sharpen that focus. And also, it's really good to support our cognitive focus as well. Yeah, it's really incredible. I don't know, do you use lemon that way?
I do, and I feel like I just saw it happen for you.
Oh my goodness. When things are really crazy in your home and you're trying to think straight. I work from home, so for me, it's the kids are everywhere, always. And sometimes when I really need to focus on those tasks, lemon essential oil is incredible. That drop in my hand, that clear thinking, that focus, and it's just that quick, again, it's that tool in your home where I think sometimes we never had those tools before, and that's why it's pretty magic to have these essential oils in our home, because they give us so many uses to support ourselves and our families. And I think actually reflecting on lemon, it truly is one of those oils, when you have it out in your home, the uses for it are staggering. Like when you have it out on your sink, you might think to use it for making your DIY dishwashing liquid. Yes. And then you might have it on your desk, and then you're thinking to use it for focus. So you have it in your first aid kit, and it's, helping to naturally clean those grazes. It's truly, evidence of the true versatility of how oils like, dōTERRA's lemon can actually impact your home to be healthier.
And so the trick is to have it in eyesight.
That is it. Definitely, as well as I do, anything that is away, it's gone forever.
See it, use it.
That's exactly right. Having especially your basics like lemon essential oil out, you will be mind blown at how you think to incorporate it into your daily routine.
Wow.
Yep.
What a wealth of knowledge you are.
Oh, you know what? I think I might just be lemon obsessed. I think
you're the right woman to speak about lemon essential oil.
Then. I know, it's pretty incredible.
Thank you so much for sharing all of your invaluable knowledge and expertise. It's been an absolute delight sitting next to you today.
It's such a pleasure, honestly. It is one of those things that I have been able to incorporate these so beautifully into my home, and I often talk about them being part of a toolkit. Essential oils are part of that healthy home toolkit, and they really do empower you to make some positive changes. It's pretty life-changing.
Well, thank you everyone for being with us today. I hope you too have found some inspiration to uncap that bottle and see where that little oil of nature takes you. And until next time, bye for now.